Hey everybody, it's me. Surprise, fucking prize. Overhead light. It's a bit later in the day, so I'm gonna look all orange, more orange than usual. Here I am. I haven't been watching many videos. I haven't really been around on Twitter as much. Haven't really been reading books. The last kind of when I went to pick up new books last week. I think it was last week. I don't even remember anymore. Maybe it was last weekend. I set up downstairs to start reading one of them. I got 2 pages in before I was ready to pass out. And it's still set up downstairs exactly as I left it. I just haven't had a chance. I'm about a month into my new job, and I realize I didn't look for the chat here. I'm about a month into my new job, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's busy because that's just how the job is. There's a lot of shows going right now, and trying to pay everybody a visit and dealing with issues that are coming up is something. Sorry for the voice here. There we go. Oh, I paused it. Look at that. I did it. It's been busy, but a good busy. Not a busy that concerns me in any stretch. I really, really like it. I know even after a month that I want to keep going with my current position within the union here in Winnipeg. Rewarding so far. And I mean, it's kind of nice because people, for the most part, know who I am and they feel comfortable telling me stuff. And I've been able to visit enough times that we've been able to address issues before they become serious, which is a real nice bonus. Not that the guy who, sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. Not that the guy who is the business agent and shop steward before me was useless by any stretch. It's just that he was wearing so many hats. It's really difficult to deal with everything at once. So it's been nice that now we just have this one sole position. The other weekend, my son and I played a Nate Hayden game, Psycho Raiders. Nate Hayden, who's done Cave Evil, War Cults, Mushroom Eaters, San Quentin Kings, and then of course this Psycho Raiders, which I've showed a video about before. And I remembered that I had started to make one of his games like a year ago, Mayan Sun Aztec Destiny. So I've continued with that project, printed up a new set of rules because I don't really know where I put the other ones. The other day I made my own tokens from the files, which turned out a lot nicer than I thought. I printed them up and glued them onto a backing board, and then we have this plastic, like protective, I don't know what you'd call it, just plastic material that I just laid over top of each of the sides and cut them out. And they're semi-professional looking chits and stuff. So there's a whole bag of those. There we go. So there's a game supply store online, and I think it's in Europe. And Nate kind of has listed what you need specifically and what they're called on the website. So I ordered the pieces from the website. So they're coming hopefully sometime next week, and it was dirt cheap to order those, even including shipping, because it's not a big package of stuff that has to come. And then today I just got back from UPS, where I had them print out the cards for me. Cost me less than $20, and I started cutting them out while I was there. So there's a look at some of those there, the backs, and then some of the fronts there. These are the ones that I've kind of finished cutting out. And then I've still got a few that I couldn't cut out on their cutter because there's not defined lines on these, front or back. and it wasn't easy to kind of line up to make a guess. So I'm going to do these ones by hand probably tonight. But super excited about it. They turned out really, really nice. The game seems fairly simple. And I'm really, really looking forward to playing it. My son loved Psycho Raiders. The premise again of that is that one person plays, it's kind of like a slasher movie. So one person plays the hapless victims and another person or people play the killers themselves. And you have to run from one side of the map to the opposite end of the map to escape this kind of little town. You start off in a truck and they start off in a van and you're on a road. Eventually you swerve off the road and you jump out of the vans and trucks and you just run through the bush, and you can come across various little houses along the way, like a police station or a corner store, where you can search for weapons to help you survive. The game is really weighted against the teenagers, obviously, because it's a slasher movie, but it's still a hell of a lot of fun, and he really loved it. We played for a couple hours. I think the game took 2 hours. It looked like I was going to escape off the map, but it just didn't happen. He finally surrounded me and just slaughtered me. A lot of fun, though, so that's kind of sparked more gaming with us. We played San Quentin Kings the week before, the other one of Nate's games. So this one's going to be fun. I have the board printed up. I found used an old game, an old Risk game at maybe it was at Value Village for a couple of bucks, and that board was big enough to be able to put the printed out My and Son game on top of it. So at least it's on a kind of stiff backed game board. So yeah, I don't know if we won't obviously get to it this weekend since I'm waiting for the pieces, but I'd like to try to do a video. The thing with doing this myself is that when this game does come up for sale, which is very, very rarely because it's long out of print, it's one of those, I mean, all his games, once they go out of print, they're such a small company, they can't afford to print everything up again to sell again. So the games go for a real tidy price. And I think when I've seen this one before, it's been well over $100. And this way, so far I've spent probably, I think the game pieces came to about $12 Canadian. The cards were just under 20, so 32. So probably by the end, I'll have spent maybe 35 bucks tops on everything. So I think that's not bad. That ain't bad to give the game a try. Anyway, yeah. So on to the reason that I'm doing this video. Now that I've killed a bit of time, I got home and nearly broke my neck on this mighty beast that was at my back door, and holy shit, the thing is heavy. There was a nice note inside, which I'm not going to read. It's from an anonymous friend here in our YouTube, Twitter kind of world. So I won't say anything. Don't worry. But just know that I'm really, really appreciative. Like I can't, obviously this person knows they didn't have to do it and all that kind of jazz. And don't worry, I'll be sure to send you a huge box of stuff in return. Kidding, obviously. Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate it. It's really, really nice of you. Yeah. So I haven't looked through it. I cut it open already just to, I don't know what's going to be easier. Maybe I put it down on the ground here. Cut it open just to kind of get things started. But this shit is packed. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Like my mind is just blown. It's so nice of you. Yeah. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I have a feeling. I have a suspicion what this may be. It looks like a binder. And if anybody's been watching my videos lately, we all know what comes in binders. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Let's see what. Ooh, Premier Plasm Edition. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Who did these then? Okay, sorry. This will be the tricky part. This is why it's tricky doing unboxings because I just want to spend the time looking. Holy shit. That's crazy. And it doesn't say on the back. Let me read this a little better. The San Julian Collection by FPG Cards, 1994 San Julian. And it's a name, I don't recognize the name. I don't know if I should, but these are incredible looking, an incredible bit of art and a really nice set of cards. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. Those are amazing. So great. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll flip through a couple more here. Yeah, it's not a name I'm familiar with. Forgive me if I should know this name and I just don't. Nothing comes to me right now. But it's a beautiful set. Some extra sleeves at the back. Let's see if there's any other information. No, that's it. Yeah, 90 card set as usual. And then of course a listing of the Metallic Storm 5 cards. And there's what the backs look like. And it looks like, yeah, a few notes from the artist himself about the story behind the illustrations and what they were for. Very, very cool. That's amazing. Really nice binder as well. Cool. Wowzers. Holy shit, that's just one box out of, or one package out of, I don't even know. Let's try this one next. Oh, hey. Teen Angels and New Mutants. Rick Veitch's Brat Pack and the Art, Karma, and Commerce of Killing Sidekicks. You've got to be kidding. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know if I talked about it in a video or not. I don't remember. Sometimes the Twitterverse and the YouTube world cross in my mind. But I recently read Brat Pack and just absolutely loved it for all its horrible, like, yeah, just completely out of control. Pardon me. Veitch is a madman. He's a total madman. And I loved the story so much. If anybody hasn't read Brat Pack, I highly, highly recommend it. The only thing I haven't read is there was a Brat Pack Max Immortal kind of crossover. I don't know if it was a one-off Christmas special type of thing, but that's the only thing that I don't have. I've got a couple of the single issues of Brat Pack, but I ended up buying the collection from Veitch's website, which I, again, highly, highly recommended. So I didn't know that this existed, but there you have it. That's going to be a fantastic read. I can't wait to dig into that. Yeah, super cool. Black Coat Press, blackcoatpress.com. And I'm not seeing a year, but here we go. 2011, it looks like here. Yeah, 2010, 2011. Very cool. That's amazing. Can't wait to see that sucker, to read that sucker. All right, what do we have next here? Holy shit, son. Okay. Oh yeah, I had a suspicion that this would be in here. Cool. The Comics Journal is something that I pick up when I can, and I've got quite a collection of them now. This one I do not have, and it looks great. I mean, it's just a great resource. It seems to kind of pop up into my life at the right times. It's something that I always end up going back to ever since I've been buying them. I may not sit and read them from cover to cover, but I usually end up finding something as I'm reading. The most recent thing was reading all the Jack Jackson stuff and then finding in my collection a great interview with Jackson about his career and how he started and where he was thinking of going with his writing and his comics. So that's how it usually appears in my life. There's somebody that I'm really into art-wise or story-wise, and I'll kind of dig through the journal, and there's usually some form of interview or reviews or something about that specific genre that I'm looking into. Really, really great. And as I've said, I mean, the journal can sort of be a little fucking pompous and shit. I think I gave one of the guys associated with the journal now shit on Twitter because he made some jackass comment about something, basically his high art nonsense. And it's something that bothers me about it because some of the writing is really high and mighty and it really turns me off sometimes. I understand their angle and I understand they want to try to elevate the art form, but sometimes it really comes off as pretentious. I think I told him to go fuck himself. Was the gist of the conversation that I had with him. There was no response on his end, no response. Another issue, number 162. How much longer are we going to be able to stand all those damn cartoonists? Autobiographical cartoonists, Harvey Pekar, Newman, Eichhorn, Brown, Matt, and Seth. Shut up. Brown, Matt, and Seth. And then it looks like a Woodring there as well. That's very cool. I don't have this one either. That's one that I'll read right away for sure. Oh, and then obviously you saw Neil Gaiman there. Kitchen Sink, sold to Ocean Capital Corporation. Don Thompson, Murray Saltonoff die, and Hugo Pratt Speaks, Saul Harrison. So this was number 169. And as I said, 162. So that's super cool. Yes. Another one. I think I only have one. Oh, look at that, King Hell. I've only got one of these amazing heroes, and I believe it's Batman on the front. It's not something I find at all. Not that I've kind of really dug for this book. And of course, King Hell is Veitch's company there. So Rick Veitch, from Swamp Thing to the Turtles and beyond. Incredible. That's super cool. And I see another one in here. Oh, yeah. Miller and Sienkiewicz's Elektra, Amazing Heroes, number 99. July, is that 2015? Come on, it can't be. It's not that recent. That's ridiculous. It says July 15. That must just mean July 15th. Yeah. There's no year that I can see, but that just may be me. Yeah, anyway, Amazing Heroes. Incredible. More, all of this Fantagraphics related stuff. Clive Barker Speaks, also inside Batman artist Norm Brayfogle, number 174 from December 1989 of Amazing Heroes. Very cool as well. I think what it was Comics Journal was more focused on the comics medium as like art and really delved into stuff that wasn't just mainstream. I believe Amazing Heroes was stuff that was, it was kind of focused more on superheroes and a little more mainstream type of books. Yes, another journal, awesome. Number 149, cartoonists blow their tops. 2 explosive panel discussions on the future of comics. Mini comics, that's cool. Daniel Clowes, oh man, that's great. That's so great. I've never even seen any of these out there in the wild. It's something that I don't find too often anyway. It doesn't seem like maybe the people who are buying this or were subscribing to it just aren't letting them go. It's not something that I find a lot of. It's I find them on YouTube, on eBay every once in a while, but it's generally the same issues. And to be honest, they're usually fairly pricey. This is Comics Journal number 171. Marvel vs. Comics Unlimited, Terry Gilliam sketchbook, Clive Barker Books and Blood. Nice. That's very cool. Oh, yeah, look at that. Let's get all these out here. Oh, shit. Holy hell, man. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Sweet. You know me and my love of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So this was a Dark Horse series. No year on the front, but there's issue number 2. That looks great. Some great art on these covers here. Issue number 4. Looks like, oh, Arthur Adams, 1995. Right there. And number 5. Is that like Wizard? I assume you're asking about Amazing Heroes, Samuel. Not really. No, it's more the Amazing Heroes and Comics Journal is more like interviewing the creators, more about, especially Comics Journal is more about like the art of comics, as opposed to my thoughts of Wizard are more like they're just part of the hype machine for selling new comics and things like that. The Journal is and Amazing Heroes are kind of looking at the history of it, especially, and understanding the lineage of comics and talking to the arts and talking about the arts. And like I said, even just saying all that out loud, it sounds fucking pretentious as hell. And I understand that sometimes it is. Again, sometimes it really is. But sometimes it's just really fascinating because the people that they interview, this is number 6, people that they interview and the things that they talk about, they aren't doing it just to sell a book. You get actual, there's actual substance to the things that they're talking about to some degree. Not that Wizard, there's not substance, but I mean, Wizard is really, like I said, part of the kind of hype machine. That was issue number 7, by the way, sorry. All those covers look spectacular. I can't wait to read more Godzilla. Jesus, this box is never ending. Amazing, look at this sucker. Heartburst by Rick Veitch. I was just looking at this recently online, actually. Another thing I've never seen out in the wild. That's very cool. Let's have a look inside. Sweet. Sweet goodness. I mean, so far, according to the note, apparently a lot of this stuff is supposedly not in that great shape, and I can say that that's far from true. Everything looks incredible. That's amazing. I cannot wait to read that. Now I don't know what I'm going to read tonight. I may actually have a weekend. I'm hoping I don't have to go visit set. They are all working this weekend. Their schedule is over the weekend. I'm hoping I don't have to go pay a visit this weekend. Maybe I can actually get some reading done. Another Comics Journal, number 154. America's Cartoon Museum, Hate Crime Comic Store Burned in California. More Daniel Clowes, an interview with 8-Ball creator Daniel Clowes. Sweet. Don't have this one either. My journal collection is going to grow, which I love. I'm very excited about. What else? The Comics Journal with Drew Friedman. Oh, shit. Drew Friedman was great. Carl Barks sketchbook. William Gaines, 1922 to 1992. This is issue 151. Drew Friedman. I remember when I was into the kind of 90s underground or alternative, Drew Friedman was all over the place. You couldn't pick up a book without even like just a 1-page from Drew Friedman. So that'll be cool. Aha. Well. Look what we have here. Oh, sweet. Dude, unreal. Some Akira. Love it. Number three. Don't have it. Amazing. Number 4. Pretty sure I don't have it. And even if I do, who cares? It's Akira. And number 14. And number 15. Ah, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. I ran into some of these just recently, but they were too pricey, so I didn't pick up any. I think they were like $5 or $6 an issue or something like that. It was ridiculous though. So I had left them behind, and there was quite a stack. I can't remember where I saw them, but I just walked away from them because that was way too much. Oh shit, I don't have this either. Look at this. Number 135, From the Divine to the Scatological, Chester Brown interviewed. Unreal. Look at that. That's very cool. So great. Chester Brown, and I recognize this angry young fella. In this issue, an interview with the wacky and irreverent Peter Bagge. This is issue number 159. Love it. I've got a double-sized journal that's all Peter Bagge as well, Pete Bagge as well. But this one I do not have. Love it. Can't wait. Angry fucker that he is. Holy shit. Look what I found. More Akira. Jesus. Number 2. Number 6. This is clearly an individual who has watched 1 or 2 videos. Number 13. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Oh, Gahan Wilson. Missing the Search for Zap, number 0. Doug Allen, Idiot of the Savant Guard. Number 156 of Comics Journal. Shit, I'm going to need a new magazine box just for the journal books. And this is number 155. Sneak previews of works in progress by Michael Dugan and Trina Robbins. Neil Gaiman, Dave McKeon. Another journal. When I was searching for cards online, there's a whole series of, I think it's a 90 card set of Vertigo from the 90s, all Vertigo related cards that just reminded me of suddenly. And then last but certainly not least, and Jesus, yeah, I don't have this one either. 150. Mark Schultz, Weird Science, Fast Cars, and Giant Reptiles. Xenozoic Tales, Creator Talks. That's incredible. Jaime Hernandez, Samuel Joyner, sketchbooks galore, David Mazzucchelli, and J.R. Williams. Holy fuck, J.R. Williams. There's another name from the 90s, the 80s and 90s. What did I say that was? Number 150. Incredible. Yeah, don't have this one either. Shit. Unreal. Thank you very much. That's it. That's it. That's amazing. It's really, really amazing. Thank you so much to Anonymous, Anon. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. I will respect your wishes and not send you anything, even though I really want to, and I may have a couple of things. But I will respect your wishes, and just know that I really appreciate it, and all the communication that we have through comments and Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, love it. That's about it. I don't know when I'll be back. As I said, things are kind of really picking up, so I don't know how much time off I'm going to actually have, even though this is still a little more like a 9-to-5-ish job. Just with everything picking up, it's kind of, my days are busy. One of the bonuses I get to drive around a lot. I don't actually have to sit in the office too much, which is kind of nice. So in my driving around, it's just been Merzbow, Merzbow, Merzbow the entire way in the car, which is really great. In the past few weeks, I think I've probably listened to about 15 of his albums in the car, which has been really great to kind of go through the different eras of his albums that I have on CD, and just hear the different sounds and just hear different years of what he was doing. And some have just completely blown my mind. For those of you who probably don't know, which is most of you, Merzbow is Masami Akita from Japan, and he's just kind of a noise guy, so a harsh noise experimental music performer. I was lucky enough to see him live when he came to Winnipeg quite a few years ago, but I've been a huge fan of his since forever. I don't even know how long at this point. 25 years I've been listening to Merzbow, 30 years, who the hell knows? Wow, yeah, probably 90s, right? Yeah. Anyway, so it's been really great just to kind of drive and be with some of this kind of music, especially some of the noise related stuff, especially somebody like Merzbow. I find in the car is probably one of the better places to listen to it, because you're really surrounded with the sound, and the way that on some of the albums he uses the stereo field. Sounds will jump around you in the car, so they'll jump from the back seat to the front seat, from left to right, and he's really good at kind of placing some of these textures within the album, and it's kind of a surprise from album to album, just the way that he uses that your kind of sound field. Some are really kind of centered and focused, but there are some that really dance around. That's really, really nice. So it makes, in a car barreling down the road with this cranked, really nice. You do get a couple of interesting looks, especially in my beat up old Toyota Echo that comes rumbling down the street with this noise rattling the windows. It must be quite a sight. I do catch people on the sidewalk looking around trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the stuff. I cannot wait to sit and read through this. I'm probably going to sit right now and read through some of these right this very moment, or at least leaf through a bunch of these journals. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you real soon.